I'm Tammy Melchak.
And I'm Jim Scott. Our top story this hour, the Kern County Sheriff's Department Review Board has ruled the shooting of 56-year-old David Lee Turner was justified and within departmental policy. Tonight, we're going to show you most of what happened the morning that Turner was killed, but a critical part of the surveillance video, the part that shows the actual shooting, wasn't recorded. 17's Kelsey Thomas is in our newsroom now with the latest. Kelsey.
Jim, the board's decision came down late this afternoon. The Sheriff's Department released a copy of the surveillance video taken outside Fast Strip where Turner was killed. Take a close look at this security video as sheriff's deputies confront 56-year-old David Lee Turner. The video skips a 5-second blip in which Deputy Wesley Kraft shoots Turner twice after Kraft says Turner hit his partner over the head with a bag containing 2 cans of beer.
The camera is on a motion sensor, so when they move out into the street and there's no movement, the part that you want to see is not there because the camera goes out, shuts itself off.
This is how it all started. Deputies had initially gone to the Fast Strip for reports of teens asking adults to buy them alcohol. When deputies arrived, they questioned Turner and give him a pat down. The tape shows Turner walking away and deputies call after him, but he doesn't respond. You can see a deputy hit Turner in the leg with a baton, but then the recording jumps ahead 5 seconds. During that instant, the Sheriff's Department says Turner hits a deputy in the back of the head with a bag. Sheriff Donnie Youngblood says that's when Deputy Kraft fired 2 rounds.
Our policy says that an officer has a right to defend another officer or citizen from death or serious bodily injury. And in this particular case, 3 and over 3-pound object in a bag. The second deputy felt that his beat partner was in danger.
We asked Sheriff Youngblood why the deputies didn't use a non-lethal weapon to subdue Turner.
Looking backwards, it's very easy to say should have used pepper spray, should have used a taser, but those aren't always effective weapons. And the officer just believed that his beat partner was in serious trouble.
Turner played running back for the Cincinnati Bengals for 3 years, but he also has a criminal record that includes alcohol-related charges. Now, we asked the Sheriff's Department for a copy of the department's officer-involved shooting policy. We were told we could look at the policy, but we could not have a copy.
Back here at home, should the Kern County Sheriff's Department have an external review board for officer-involved shootings? The local NAACP says the idea should be considered, but Sheriff Donnie Youngblood says no way, ever. 17's Nate Kelly joining us live now from the Sheriff's Department in Oildale with more on the story. Nate?
Jim, Sheriff Donnie Youngblood says a citizen review board for officer-involved shootings won't happen on his watch. He did meet with a community yesterday to get their opinions. Now, the status of whether the review board would change is still unknown, but both sides are making an effort to communicate more effectively. It's been nearly 2 weeks since Deputy Wesley Kraft shot and killed David Lee Turner in an incident the Sheriff's Department has ruled justified.
People want answers, and I think that it's always important, for our public entities to be transparent.
For 2 weeks, emails, phone calls, and even Facebook pages have been circulating demanding justice for Turner's death. Sean Battle of the Bakersfield NAACP says it's because of how people view local law enforcement.
We need public safety in this community, but there's always a perception. And when you have events like these that occur, the perception grows. So all I'm saying is that in order to limit those perceptions, we have to make sure that we do what's best for our community.
Battle doesn't know what's best, at least not yet. Some people have suggested the Sheriff's Department should have an external review board for officer-involved shootings.
We talked last night about one person wanted a citizen review board for officer-involved shootings, and that just simply isn't going to happen.
Youngblood says a citizen board can be influenced by community politics and extreme bias.
When you start putting citizens on a shooting review board who know nothing about being a police officer, you're putting your police officers in extreme jeopardy. And I would never ever be willing to do that.
Youngblood says he's working on transparency and developing a better understanding between the Sheriff's Department and the community. Now, as for David Turner, we do want to let you know that a viewing is tonight from 4 to 8 p.m. and his funeral will be tomorrow, Saturday at 11 a.m. Both of those services will be held at the Mount Zion Church at 825 California Avenue. Reporting live in Oildale, Nate Kelly, 17 News.